What is going on, guys? The Champ Strider here, and Torn Banner just dropped another surprise on us, as not only did the game release on Game Pass today, free to subscribers, but the eagerly anticipated reinforced update is also here. We have a new map, new weapon, new queue, and a bunch of balance changes and bug fixes, so let's dive into the patch notes and talk about everything that's made it into the new patch. If you like the video and want to keep up to date on Chivalry 2 content, be sure to subscribe. So let's start with an issue that I am very passionate about: team swapping to attack. Almost every round, a good amount of veterans swap to the attacking team, destroying the game's balance so that they can farm people who don't know any better. Attack is generally favored as a design decision, but this is just weak beta mentality to always take the easy route and go attack. And I asked Torn Banner many times, like, do we allow cuck behavior in here? And now the answer is no, as team swapping has received a massive fix. You'll no longer be able to change teams unless your team has more players than the opposition. Much needed change here. I cannot wait to see the team swapping attack only players cry over this. Next up, we have another big ticket item here: 64 player team objective. It's the flagship mode of the game, and yet we haven't gotten a map since Aberfell. The new maps were in their own Tenosia queue, and that is now corrected, as the Tenosian maps will be making their way into 64-player servers minus horses. Super excited for this. I love Tenosia, and I'm excited for more variety in my most played game mode. We also have the Tenosia queue being renamed to Mounted Warfare. This queue now will also include the raid on Aberfell and the siege on Rudhelm. Mounted combat added to both. I always enjoy the occasional Tenosia server day, so I'm excited to get some more horse maps, as this mode was very repetitive with only 2 team objective maps. Now, the Mounted Warfare, 40-player, and free-for-all mode will all be receiving a new map called Hippodrome. This kind of has a feeling of a Roman Colosseum. It's a team deathmatch map, which, I don't know, the mode is kind of meh to me, but I'm hyped for free-for-all. We'll finally get some new content, now only if it was put back on the main page and not buried in the server browser, but we can dream, right, boys? There is a new weapon on the Ambusher class called the katars. They're dual-wielding fist daggers that are meant to assassinate unsuspecting enemies. Here is the thing though: a hit landed with a katar will not interrupt your enemy's attacks, so it'll be similar to using your fist. I'll get an impression video up this week on the new patch, but I can already tell you these are going to be a super niche weapon that I just can't see any real viability for. Now, we do have a series of weapon nerfs. Redditors rejoice, as the most cried about weapon in Chivalry 2, the Highland Sword, has received a significant nerf. I wasn't a big fan of the weapon to begin with, and always considered it just more of a noob stomper, but less noobs will now be stomped, as we see a significant damage nerf across the board, along with some slight speed nerfs. By numbers alone, I think you'll see very few Highland boys on the field from here on out. Now, both spears received a very slight nerf to combo speed and knockback. I'm curious if this will have any real tangible effect on the power of both weapons, but I'm leaning towards spears still being one of the easiest weapons to just pick up and spam slaughter a lobby. Now, there were some changes to dodge canceling attacks, and the jab was slightly slowed down. These decisions were made to improve the experience in high-level dueling competitions, and I see little impact coming for team objective. Now, there are a ton of new cosmetics, from Katar skins to new Tenosia skins that better differentiate Knights and Vanguards, to our Halloween-themed scary stuff like pumpkin heads. There also is a massive list of bug fixes and gameplay improvements that I'll link in the description, but I'm really hoping this leads to a less janky, smoother gameplay experience. The update is titled Reinforced, with the goal of improving the general core gameplay experience, so let's hope the massive list of squashed bugs leads to a better feeling game. And lastly, I want to touch on consoles. Console players finally received the ability to change their field of view. This is a huge win for console gamers. However, the method of performing same-side feints was changed to requiring a stick press, which is already receiving a ton of pushback from console players. Now, giving console gamers custom keybinds would alleviate this problem. Torn Banner giveth, and they taketh away. Alright guys, that's it for me. Let me know down below, what do you think of the new patch? You loving it? You hating it? Let me know. Champ out.